want to know what you think. Tell us now in our Fox 7 Your Opinion Counts text poll. Do you think Antonio Buehler should serve on the Public Safety Commission? If you do, text yes to 81419. If you don't think so, text no to 81419. And if you're not sure, text not sure to 81419. Message and data rates may apply. Voters will receive one text message confirming their vote, and we will bring you the results of this poll in about 3 minutes. That's because Antonio Buehler joins us now live in the studio. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
We're going to let you react to the poll results in just a few minutes, but first we want to ask you a couple questions. Considering the fact that the Police Association sees you as an obstacle, as they've clearly said, how do you think people should see you and the Peaceful Streets Project?
I think they should see us as a watchdog group. Right now, the police are pretty much unaccountable. They can commit crimes and get away with it. They have the full backing of the police union and the chain of command. And I would just like to see police held to the same standard as the rest of society. They're expected to enforce the laws. I think that they should abide by the laws as well.
Okay, I have to ask though, how could you ever be considered an objective public advocate when you have clearly shown your own bias against the city and APD, and you have several lawsuits to back that up?
Yeah, well, I certainly have a bias. I have a bias towards justice and liberty, and I want the police to be held accountable for when they do wrongdoing. Every single person who serves on the commission has some sort of bias. The question is, can I be objective with that bias? And I most certainly can. I'm well educated. I have lots of experience in finance and management. I understand public systems. And all I want is for the police to be held accountable.
Okay, we want to play a soundbite from the president of the Austin Police Association right now. This is Ken Cassidy. He says the association is worried you are too biased to serve. Listen in.
We absolutely believe in people's right to dissent, and we think it's a good thing. That's one of my jobs here, is to dissent sometimes when I disagree with the police department. However, 99% of the time, I'm not speaking out against the department like he is. He is very one-sided, very biased, and I just don't see how he can sit on a commission and pass judgment on people when he's not willing to listen to both sides.
Objective is not a word that he says there. How do you reply to that?
Well, right now the commission's not objective. It's actually headed by a former police officer, and yesterday they put forward a recommendation to the city council, and they actually let APD write that recommendation. So the former police officer and the assistant police chief, Brian Manley, wrote a recommendation on behalf of the commission that they forwarded on to the city council. That's not objective. There was no give and take. There was no questioning of what the police officer wrote, and that's not in the best interest of the people of Austin. That's not in the best interest of justice or public safety. So I would be a voice that would give a voice to the people who've been victimized and abused by police, to the people who want to see positive change and reform and police accountability.
We certainly appreciate your insight, but I have to say I have to play devil's advocate here. If I'm going out to recruit an attorney, for example, they always have to look for a conflict of interest before they allow me to hire them. This is a situation where you are going after the city and the city's police department publicly. How do you say there's no conflict of interest?
Well, there's no conflict of interest because my role on that commission would be to ensure that they're doing their job, that they're abiding by policies and recommending to the city council that they implement new policies. I don't have veto power. I don't have voting power. I'd be one member out of 11. And currently it's headed by a former police officer, and they allow the Austin Police Department to write their recommendations. I think that what they need on that commission is someone with a different voice. And by the way, every single arrest that's been made of me, I've been exonerated of. Every single arrest against me has been unfounded and unjust. And all we want to do is shine light on a department that's been allowed to get away with crimes for far too long.
Okay, we're running out of time. Let's go to the results of the text poll here. We asked if you thought Antonio Buehler should serve on the Public Safety Commission. It says 52% of you said yes, you do believe he should, and 46%, if I can see, say no. And it looks like 2% said you're not sure. We thanks everybody who voted tonight. Antonio, what do you think about the text poll results there?
Well, I think it's good, and I think that what you want on that commission is a diversity of opinion and thought, and we need people who are going to ask the tough questions for the betterment of the people of Austin and the people of Central Texas.
All right, Antonio Buehler live in the studio for us tonight. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.